guy that can, cross over and do these crazy combinations and double kicking, and I was never that guy. I was always a guy. I was like, oh, what do you need? Cool. Is this how you do it? Okay, I'm gonna just stick to this right here. I'm gonna. That's it. That was all me, always. And to see you, especially, I know how good of a percussionist you are, man. I know your passion, bro. Like, I'm excited for you. I'm excited to see you grow. I'm excited to for them to just let you loose, man. To one day they're gonna be like, hey, just go crazy. I want to see that, and I'm definitely gonna come out and support, bro, because I want to see you do your thing, man.
Yeah. I mean, I don't consider myself to be a good drummer. I think that I'm okay, and I know that there's certain things that I know that I'm good at, and I like it, and I'm just excited, bro. I'm happy. I would have never thought this would ever happen to me playing in such a good platform like Calvary, you know what I mean?
Dude, and I'm excited for you, bro, and that we kind of support each other, so I'm definitely gonna be out there on Sunday to support and love on you, man, and see you grow for sure, man. I'm super excited for you. I can't wait. I can't wait to see what God does with you, bro, and I want to see you grow, man. I want to see you start doing gigs, man. I think it'll be dope.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, man. Thanks for the whatchamacallit, for the shout out there. It's kind of random, but I appreciate it, bro.
Dude, so when it comes to let's talk music. Let's geek out on some music here. We know we both like salsa. We both like percussion. But what style do you really gravitate to? There's the guys that are huge metalheads, right? That like that super fast-paced, hard playing. Other guys like more of the jazz and groove or funk. What do you gravitate to?
Man, I don't know, bro. I'm really weird because I went through so many phases in my life where, musically, I would express myself on there. I remember when I was in high school in 10th grade, I went in this really, hardcore, heavy metal phase. And I freaking love playing salsa. I love playing merengue. But I especially love... I guess I can say that my gravitate more towards, Latin jazz. And, contemporary... typical Christian drummer. I mean, that's all I can say, which they have to be open to everything. Because especially growing up in South Florida, when you get that salsa, you get the Pentecostal beat, you got that, and then the next thing you know, you're playing a slow, worship song, and then, it's a crescendo, and then it builds up, and then you start splashing the rides, and then it's splashing everything, man. It's just, I consider myself to be evenly balanced in most genres. There's a lot of things I don't know how to do.
Yeah, but you're not just a drummer. You're also a legitimate percussionist. You play timbales, you play congas, and you play timba too, right?
Timba? What's timba to you guys? Because I know there's certain things.
There's timbales, and then there's the Dominican one.
Oh! Yeah. That was literally probably the first thing I ever learned how to play.
Really?
Before even touching the drum set, yeah. We used to have that in the church in Miami, bro. It was, it was a... The timba, yeah, it was with the stick, and then we had that was I haven't touched that since I was probably 10, 11 years old.
That's what's up, though.
But yeah, I mean, that was one of the first things I learned how to play.
Yeah, I think when I first started playing, my uncle taught me how to play the timbales in the simplest, stupid way. El machaque with the cowbell, machaque, cowbell, and then it was like, watch for the cues.
Yeah, bro. That's it, bro. That's all you need. I'm telling you, man. You pocket like that, and you can't have enough cowbell. That's the thing about the timbale. You cowbell, bro, and you're good to go.
Freaking Tito Puente with his tongue.
Oh, yeah.
Bro, so when it comes to, drummers, or percussionists in general, I'm going to say percussion because I don't think that a drummer is just a drummer. I think when you talk drums, you need to talk all kinds of drums.
Yeah.
For me, some of the guys that I used to love to follow were guys like Buddy Rich, old school guy.
Yeah, of course.
Right? Tito Puente, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Rey Barreto, obviously. Pequeño Yanni. some of the Cuban guys, and some of the more modern guys like Travis Barkley and all these guys. But what kind of guys do you like, man? That you were like, I want to try to do like that guy.
So my first influence on the drums, it was probably really late into my teenage years. It was definitely Tony Royster Jr. He was Jay-Z's drummer for a long time, alongside with Travis Barker. It was actually after Travis Barker left being Jay-Z's drummer, Tony Royster was in. He still drums with him on some shows, depends on where he goes. Tony Royster Jr. has been around. He was one of those guys that been playing since he was 5, 6, 7 years old, and he was always light years ahead of everybody. He was playing better than most professionals at 7, 8 years old.
Yeah.
Tony Royster, bro. I mean, he's been a big influence in me. I try to mimic a lot of things that he does as far as drums, traditional drum set, right? 5K. Another one is Aaron Smith.
Wow.
He's a monster as well. And I always discover new drummers every now and then. I like this guy. I've been recently following this guy, Wojtek. I can't remember his last name. He's Polish. His name is Wojtek, actually, is how you say it. Wojtek. This guy is nasty, bro. He went to Berklee School of Music, and he is sponsored by, if I'm not mistaken, Vic Firth or Zildjian. I can't remember which one. I think it's Vic Firth. And he has, like, tutorials, like, videos, and teaches you how to, bro, he's nasty drummer, Wojtek, man. Yeah. But for drums, yeah, I mean, it's so broad. But yeah, I mean, I feel like Tony Royster was definitely like my top guy. He's the man.
What about your Latin influences?
Latin influence, man, I can talk about this all day, bro. As far as congas, you got Panga, El Panga. He's Cuban. Not too many people know him because he never got to really leave the island. But El Panga is a well-renowned conguero in Cuba that he was able to grab traditional Afro-Cuban rhythms and make it his own versions, and was only able to teach a certain amount of people in the world because of being Cuban. You're not exposed.
I think that's where Rick Teleguefero, or what's his name, Ricardo. Mm-hmm. I think that's who he learned from, because he lived in Cuba for a while.
Are you serious?
I think so.
Because
there's pictures of him with him. I know for sure. I'm
gonna have to see those pictures, because if it is, that is amazing, bro. Because of El Panga, even just off of YouTube, bro, I was able to learn how to play, Guanapachangueo his way, which is a little bit different. I mean, there's a lot of things that that you learn how to play based off of him. Another conguero is definitely Patato, of course. I mean, he's the OG, bro. The Cuban guy, Brooklyn, just New York, conguero. This man's a legend, bro. I mean, he has the LP conga set at base after him with the little red hat that leans, little conguero hat. I mean, Patato, bro. He's definitely for Latin and congas, and then for drums, Daphnis Prieto. Woo. He is literally a professor in one of the most renowned schools for music in the U.S. And this man he does everything. He plays piano. He's a true musician. Reads music, plays by ear, plays every single instrument just as good as he does the other instruments.
That's what's up.
Yeah, he's Cuban. Monster.
Dude, it's something about island culture when it comes to music, because Puerto Rico's the same way when it comes to a lot of the music culture. It's just kind of runs in the blood, bro. Let it be African roots, or like the combination of Spain and Africa, just kind of like all mixed together. We all sing, we all play drums, we all play some kind of instrument.
Yeah, bro.
And it's awesome, dude. I love it, bro. Like you know how I geek out with you sometimes when it comes to like old school side shit.
Oh, I love it, man,
bro. And sometimes it's dope because you turn me on to some guys that are like dope drummers, and I'm like, bro, that's dope. Yeah. And sometimes I'll turn you on to like a dope song, and you'd be like, that's a dope, like,
oh yeah,
that's a dope like solo, and you'd be like, that's just dope. Like that's how I know that like you like shit like that. So it's like I know that you geeking out on music and shit. Like for me, the drummer for Wolfgang Van Halen, I think growing up, the way he used to carry songs and his crossovers, and I would be like, if I could drum like that guy. Wolfgang, bro. Him, dope motherfucker, bro. For sure. There's so many guys, bro, and some of them you don't know their names, but you just know who they played with.
Yeah, I mean Giovanni Hidalgo, even him, he plays literally everything as well. He's Puerto Rican, man. He's straight Taino. You know what I mean? He's literally a legend. Like he's probably the biggest legend that's still alive right now in congas.
Oh yeah, man. It's mano de cuadro. So
yeah, I mean he has his own conga too. He has that big Galaxy fat barrel. Tumbao, bro, it's beautiful, man. It costs like $3,000 the whole set, and I would die to have one.
You don't have to die, bro. You just have to save your money.
Well, I don't want to die to have one because then I won't play it, but you know what I mean.
Save your money.
Yeah.
Save your pennies. Yeah, man. But it's dope. What's our current events this week, man?
Current events hasn't been a lot of crazy things.
I saw that Florida man story you tagged me.
Oh man, bro, please tell everybody what that is real quick.
Okay, so Florida man. Thank you, Florida, for another stupid story that we get to roast on.
That's right.
All right, keep them coming. Gives us material. Basically, Florida man gets pulled over with cocaine on his nose.
On his nose.
On his nose. And according to the headline, it wasn't his.
What do you mean it wasn't his?
It wasn't his. I mean, hey, you fake it till you make it? I don't fucking know.
So he had coke on his nose?
Coke on his nose. Oh, but it's not mine.
He was acting unusual.
A little unusual, bro.
Wow. Well, hopefully it's true. Hopefully it wasn't his.
God knows what happens to that guy, you know?
Jesus.
To be honest with you, half these Florida man headlines, I don't even open them. I don't read them because I don't want to find out the things that go on in the state of Florida anymore. Because I know what happens. He gets arrested, gets released within 24 hours because they didn't have enough evidence.
Yeah.
So, meh.
Florida guy. Good job, Florida. Way to...
Thanks for keeping us on the news.
Way to keep us rolling there. And I guess there's one more...
Florida truly has no chill.
No, they don't. They chill with...
You think it's the weather? Do you think it's the weather? It's too damn hot. They gotta find ways to cool down.
It's too hot. Ways to cool down. And everything is way too easy to find in Florida, man. Florida's always gonna be Florida. It's a party state, man.
Florida's not the United States. It is part of the United States, but you go there, it's definitely another country.
Yeah, bro. Even the white people are different. The white people are crazy, bro. But they're cool though.
No, legit. Like, fucking
you
dope.
You get some racist people, but man, a lot of them are cool. Like, damn, bro, that white boy, like, you want that white boy in your team, you know what I mean?
I'll give white people from Florida this. They know the difference between a Mexican and a Puerto Rican.
100%.
Which, to me, they'll talk shit about Mexicans all fucking day. Then they'll look at you. I ain't talking about you. I know you Puerto Rican. Then they'll keep talking trash about Mexicans.
Yeah.
It's fucking great.
Yeah. They're cultured because they have no choice because we run shit. We in there like swimwear, bro. Yeah.
We in there like that Brazilian tanga.
Jeez, bro. I mean, yeah, bro. Florida has a league. They have their own breed on Caucasian males.
Yeah.
But I guess there was another current event. It just happened today. Today was one of the opening matches for the FIFA Women's World Cup.
I believe that we will win. I believe that we will win.
Bro,
I believe that we will win.
I'll tell you what happened.
Dollar.
They believed that they won.
I believe that they won.
I believe that they won as well.
I believe that they won.
They
I believe they murdered.
Boy. They were playing in Thailand.
I believe that we will win.
Can I tell you the score, bro?
Dollar.
13-0.
Okay, check this out. I was telling you this before we started.
13-0, bro.
I'm listening to music, and you know how Pandora and Spotify to throw in, you know, like fucking, they're advertising the World Cup and the women's team, right? And one of the players goes, "When you come at the queen, you best not miss." She threw down that WWE style promo for the world. And say what you want. I know there's some badass bitches out in the world that can play soccer. But the women's U.S. soccer team for the last, 2 decades?
They've been top 5.
They one of them. They're the